In this workshop, we are investigating the political, and as already we saw in the first video on the political one, we must admit that it's a fairly complex concept because of polarisation, because it denotes this strange doubleness of what keeps something together and tears it apart at the same time. So it is interesting to try to get our minds around this concept, and today or in this video I'm going to go a little deeper into that. So it keeps us together. So the political is the distribution of power that makes us experience social cohesion and political cohesion. These things that we think that our cohabitation is working out for us, as a body social. So we get along with our neighbors. Maybe we don't, and if we don't, then we have maybe an ability to take the dispute to court, or call the police, or maybe fight it out under some social rules. And here we have to do with the political. And my point shall be here first that for the political to sustain society, there is we call it a political constitution, but the political about the relationship between us is that we have a public friendship, and this is quite important to understand these dynamics. So it's like we could have private friendship with our neighbor or private animosity with our neighbor, but that we are both in a public friendship, it means that we are both willing to subject ourselves to the societal norms. So we are both, so it's like if we have a dispute, then we both think that we are right, so let's take it to the court, and then let's see who has the right on our side. And then we may even be ready to accept the result of such proceedings. And this is because we have a public friendship, we will say in the theory of political order. We talk about that there is the social order we live in has an element of a public order. So there is the political order is interfering with the social order, so that we understand that there is something that is public. And actually, from this basic understanding that there is something public, we can get something private. Private in this sense, in the sociological sense of the term private. It's not psychologically thinking about our private space or something like that, but in terms of society, that there is something private. It means that that there is a state. There is some political form here in our societies. It's a state that makes sure that we can secure something as our private space. Yeah, so you could say to your neighbor, this is my side of the fence. Yeah, so over here I decide. Yeah, so this is private. Yeah, but the private property comes from that the public order enforces the ability for us to have something private. Yeah, and you can easily see that from if the neighbor takes over your garden, and then if you think, oh, that's too much, they cannot have their whole family moving into to my garden. Then if you call the police, and then there is just an answering machine says, you should solve your own problems. Then there is nothing. Then the state is not there to secure your private property, and therefore, if somebody takes it from you, then there will be nobody to rectify that, and also they will be less deterred from taking your. That's why anarchy is a problem. Yeah, if you're in an anarchic situation, then you may think, it's good because now there's no police, we can do what we want. But the moment you get violated, or you feel violated, then there is also no entity to appeal to. And as this dynamic then begins to unfold, then everybody, and even yourself, you figure out that there is, actually nothing to deter you from violating. And this can mean that the propensity of violation is running out of control. Anarchists will always say, no, because I have complete control of myself, and if you violate me, I am just going to take it easy. Yeah. And I can actually see that working for quite some time, but the problem is when this order breaks down and dynamics begin to accumulate in the social order, and you get people poised against each other in groups, and you have these feuds of for instance, families needing to revenge the killing of somebody in their family. You can see how society can then maybe break apart, and this is when the political dynamics begin to unravel unchecked by political institutions. And political philosophy has always been quite scared of this, and apparently there needs to be some kind of regulation in these situations where polarisation, this dynamic, is spinning out of control, as the metaphor goes. Yeah, when it's working towards creating clashes between groups. Yeah, then we have problems in society. So this is a basic intuition in political theory that we have this public order. Yeah. And if the institutions are strong, then they can secure private property, for instance, or private space, or these things. Yeah. So the political and we have in the state, in the political institutions of the state, we have this idea. That the public order is the realm for the state to upkeep public order, and if there are, for instance, groups working, subversive groups, could be robbers or mafia or revolutionaries or anarchists, or then there is this ability of the state to proclaim public enemy, and that is on the grounds of the public friendship that we have. So we never talk about this, but we have this public friendship, and if somebody are threatening that, then this is understood as bad for us, and therefore the institutions of the public friendship can appoint and proclaim a public enemy, and then the state can hunt down these elements, with marshals, or also eventually the military can be put in use for upholding public order. So there we can see, for instance, in what we call the state of exception, that there is a perceived emergency, some terrorists or some breakaway region, and in order to, there's some separatists that has captured a region, and then in order to save our members of the public friendship who live in that region, who are then now being subjected to violations from the separatists. Therefore, we call the state of exception, and then we momentarily in that region we will say that momentarily the rights, your private rights, your rights are suspended. So everything is public. And that makes it able for the police with the aim of the military to restore the public order, because if people refuse access to their basement, if we're looking for weapons or something, the state is looking for weapons. The collective we is looking for something there. Then they can just break in without later reference to some rights or something like that. That's how we use the state of exception. But the state of exception is good to get this intuition about what the political is. That it is basically it's a public friendship, that secures the ability of a public order, and part of that is that you can appoint a public enemy, and then this person or these persons can be hunted down without the rights of a citizen, because it's not, now it's the enemy, and so you have that idea that what threatens us shall be put down at all costs, and because we as a public friendship is holy, and that is actually the concept of the political constitution that we are invoking here. But this is good to get this intuition about the political in the next video, in the political 3. I wanna get deeper into that way of conceptualizing the political, that it is what has to do with the distinction between friend and enemy, which is in the 20th century is probably the sharpest formulation of the concept. But yeah, that is for the next video. Here, just wanted to get into giving you an idea of what it entails when we say the public friendship and the public enemy, and show you the dynamics of polarization that is, yeah, the quintessential political dynamics.